If you've noticed that your once lively, worm-rich raised beds have gone strangely quiet, there's a good chance it's not a mystery, it's a mistake. Many well-meaning gardeners unknowingly add things to their soil that choke, burn, or drive away earthworms, the very creatures that make soil fertile and alive. Here at Gentle Herb Living, we've spent years studying what really makes worms thrive and what sends them fleeing. Let's uncover the top ingredients that destroy worm habitats, why they cause harm, and what you should be using instead to keep your soil buzzing with life. It's easy to think more organic matter means better soil, but fresh manure or half-cooked compost can do more harm than good. When materials like cow, chicken, or horse manure haven't finished decomposing, they produce ammonia and high heat. Those two factors are lethal to earthworms. Earthworms thrive in cool, moist environments rich in humus, not in steaming heaps of nitrogen. When you add fresh manure directly to your raised beds, it can cause the soil temperature to spike and create toxic conditions that repel worms instantly. You know, it's crucial to understand how a sudden temperature spike and toxic conditions can affect a raised bed. A better alternative is to always age or compost manure for at least 6 months before use. This simple step can make all the difference. The result of properly aged compost is truly a gardener's delight. It's dark, crumbly, and carries a mild, earthy smell, a clear signal that it's safe and inviting for worms. It's like rolling out the welcome mat for these little helpers. Now, let's talk about citrus peels, onions, and those spicy scraps like chili remnants. While they might be kitchen staples in concentrated amounts, they're actually toxic to worms. The natural oils and acids in citrus and alliums create an environment that irritates a worm's skin and disrupts its mucus layer. Their version of breathing, really. In compost or directly in soil, these scraps also encourage microbial imbalance, favoring fungi that break down oils rather than bacteria that build humus. It's a delicate balance, isn't it? Better alternative. If you want to compost citrus or onion waste, do it in small amounts and balance with plenty of carbon-rich materials like leaves, straw, or cardboard. Worms prefer neutral pH and gentle, steady decomposition. Coffee grounds are often hailed as a miracle soil amendment, but used improperly they can become a nightmare. Fresh or overused coffee grounds are acidic, clumping, and hydrophobic, meaning they repel water and compact easily. When added in thick layers, they create a barrier that worms can't breathe or move through. The fine particles form dense mats that trap moisture at the surface but suffocate oxygen below, exactly the opposite of what worms need. Better alternative. Mix coffee grounds in lightly, at no more than 10% of your total compost volume, or sprinkle them thinly over soil and cover with mulch. Worms love small amounts, especially after the grounds have aged for a few weeks. A pinch of wood ash can add potassium, but too much can destroy your soil biology overnight. Both wood ash and lime sharply raise soil pH, making it too alkaline for worms. Their skin absorbs moisture and nutrients directly from the soil, so when the pH swings above 8, it burns and dehydrates them. Worms, you know, they really do prefer a slightly acidic to neutral soil. Somewhere around pH 6 to 7. Anything higher than that, and honestly, they'll just abandon the area completely. If your soil is acidic and actually needs balancing, the first thing you should do is test the pH and then, well, use lime sparingly. These chemical salts might feed your plants quickly, but over time they can dry out and sterilize the soil, which is definitely not ideal. Without microbes, worms starve, and they leave. A better alternative is to switch to biological feeding, like compost tea, fermented plant juice, or worm castings. These not only nourish plants but also feed the microbes that sustain worm life below the surface. If your raised bed has gone quiet, don't panic. Soil life can recover fast once the environment improves. Start by spreading a 2 to 3 inch mulch layer of shredded leaves, grass clippings, or aged compost. Keep it moist but not soggy. Add organic matter in thin layers rather than big dumps. Avoid tilling. It destroys worm tunnels and dries out their microclimate. Within a few weeks, if the food, moisture, and temperature are right, worms will return on their own. The takeaway: worms are your soil's truth tellers. When worms vanish, they're sending a clear message: your soil is out of balance. The solution isn't more fertilizer or compost, but fewer harmful additives and more living matter that decomposes gently. Build your soil the way nature does, slowly, quietly, and with the right ingredients. Keep it cool, moist, and neutral, and you'll never have to buy worm starters again. Subscribe to Gentle Herb Living for more regenerative soil techniques, worm-safe composting methods, and deep-dive gardening insights that help your garden thrive naturally.